How's it going out there, my awesome viewers? Today, I wanted to show you guys and gals the wonderful world of rhythm games. And you know me, I don't have much money anymore to spend freely on $60 games. And I'm looking at you, Persona Strikers. But anywho, let's start our journey into the world of rhythm games. Alright boys and gals, I hope you enjoyed that little rhythm intro I made, but anywho, this game is an absolute gem of a rhythm game, and the best part about this game, it's absolutely free, and you don't need the newest graphic card to run this beast of a game. And this game was originally named by a developer named Dean Pepe Herbert, and was released back in 2006, and there's a total of 4 different modes which add an absolute blast. And by God, by the end of your session, listening to some of these absolute fucking bangers, your hands will be exploded in pain. But that's only if you're a coward with tiny baby hands. But anywho, let's show off these various modes that OSU has to offer. So let's get right into that. Well, for this mode, it requires you to basically click on these circles. You hold these little sliders and these rotator spinners, and basically, just like the name suggests, click the circles, you hold the little sliders to go up and down, and the rotating spinners, you just get your little mouse and you just fucking rotate it, dude. And I know it sounds simple, but nah, fuck that. As you can see in this footage, I'm doing a terrible job of keeping up with the beat, but maybe after like a minute or two, my fingers had turned into fucking sawdust, and I wanted to die, but it's fine, because I won't let this goddamn mode beat me. Because I have a secret, dear viewers, that you can too easily purchase on Amazon, my fellow otakus and weebs. Fucking kill me. That will give you a big minty claws, you dirty swine. And I hope that joke wasn't too cringe, but as I'm typing into the script. But anywho, as you can see here, these gamer gloves will give you the sweetest advantage, boys and gals. And yeah, and if you actually buy this garbage for these fucking gloves, use a bitch. And for OSU Catch, this is basically a game mode which consists of, as the name suggests, you catching falling fruits in the beat by controlling this little mini shibby that's holding this plate. And just like before, I know it does sound easy, but please do not underestimate this game mode, seeing that when these fruits start piling up on the tray, this shit's about to get wild, seeing the fact that it's going to take every fiber of your human soul to prevent you from leaving these fruits fall into the depths of hell. And no amount of Fruit Ninja will prepare you for the OSU Catch, because that game is meant for the casual fans out there. But if you're getting started into OSU, maybe try this one out too, because the concept is a little more simple, seeing that there's only maybe 2 controls, and I believe it's just using the mouse going left and right. But you can also assign different buttons that, you know, on the keyboard in the settings. Oh, and also too, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, you are going to have to make an account to even play OSU, but it's free. Just memorize the password, and again, you really gotta try it because it's free. You're not gonna lose any money or anything else for that matter. And finally, the last game mode is Osomania, and this is very similar to Beatmania IDX series, in which in this game mode you use piano keys to control the notes as they fall down. And I've actually played this game in person, and it's an absolute blast, seeing that you get a full set of keys and a DJ set in the actual arcade setting, which allows you to scratch the music and remix the sound. And this version on OSU is the perfect way to experience it all with the tip of your fingers. And I can barely do it in real life as well as in Osomania, but I'm sure many of you awesome people can take up the challenge and share your high scores off maybe in the comments below. But once you get used to these controls, definitely check out Osomania, because it's probably the hardest one. And for those who do want to play it, I found it at my local arcade called Round 1, and I'm sure there's plenty of it around the country. And if you see it around, definitely give it a shot, because just the experience, Beatmania is perfectly cool. They have like a little headset jack you plug in, and maybe we'll do a history of the video soon, because I want to be covering the various rhythm games I've actually played or seen around. So I'll give my final thoughts next. And what I really enjoyed about this game is the fact that the numerous online support, and there are many tutorials on YouTube which you can import many of your favorite songs in the game. And it's so simple, not to mention there's tons of mods out there that can even add more visuals to this impressive free game. And what's really cool, like I said before, if you are bored with the standard stock anime stuff, you can import maybe some fucking Linkin Park, some fucking Dance Game Dance, or of course my boy Tyler the Creator, or whatever you want to listen to, 100 Gex. And I'm talking about you, Colossus, because 100 Gex is fucking trash. You can fight me in the comments. But anywho, there's an official sequel that was named OSU Laser, which basically increased the graphics, but unfortunately there are some features that are not yet available. And I can't really wait for this game to get a final release because it's pretty cool. And what's really awesome about OSU OSU, there's a competitive scene for this game, and it's freaking insane watching the amount of work that these online players put into this game to fight one each other. So there's a couple of videos on YouTube that showcase these tournaments of these players, and I'm sure you've seen the speedruns out there where people are playing like tons of these fucking rhythm games of OSU, the various kind of beats, the combos, because I think the biggest one I saw was like I believe it was like 1 billion points or some shit like that, but it was pretty cool. And the guy was just fucking vibing to the Hatsune Miku game that was based off of OSU, so it was pretty cool. And what absolutely sells the game, I think, for anyone that just wants to get into rhythm games, that it's basically a perfect starter because it gives you a taste of how these rhythm games are going to be played in the future. So if you wanted to start with that, that's perfectly fine because it's a great experience and it's on PC. But what's really cool, it's available on the Android store and iOS. But they are still in the beta stage, kind of like the official sequel, OSU Laser. But it's free, so give it a shot. And if I were to give this game a score, it would get a 10 for me. And again, I highly urge you boys to check out this one. It's free, so you literally have no excuse to give it not a shot. So, and that's a little review / little history lesson of OSU. And like I always say in these videos, I'm Christopher, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.